Dating versus relationship. Now, is dating the same as being in a relationship? That's a confusing question.
Sure is.
So in today's podcast, Cece and I are going to go over some of the things that you can look into to help you determine, are you really in a relationship or are you just dating? So stay tuned.
Hey, Blissful friends, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Blissology podcast. I am your host, Cece, and I'm joined by my hubby.
Everybody, this is Will, and thank you for joining us today. We're glad to have you.
Yes.
As always, if this is your first time with us, please remember to subscribe and hit on that notification bell wherever it is on the screen so you can be notified about these videos when we put them out. So this is a weekly podcast, and in this podcast, we talk about
love, life, family, relationships.
That's it.
And new contents are coming, okay? New content. So it's going to be more than just relationships. Let's just put it that way.
She's the boss. So if she says, I'll have no choice but to comply.
That's right.
Anyway, so it's always a pleasure to have you guys. Now, she's going to go into our blissful moments where we share with you guys some of the things that happens during the week that we are happy and fortunate about.
Why are you wearing lipstick?
Because I just kissed you.
And let me take that off, baby. You have lipstick all over.
That's what happened when you kiss your woman before the podcast.
Spice it up a little bit and get them up and running.
I'm a church going boy.
Yes, you are. So yes, our blissful moment. Let's talk about it before we jump into the topic. So,
Yes. Don't
what
ask me
is
if
your
I had
blissful
one.
moment, baby?
Let's see. We had a holiday this week, Martin Luther King's Day. And for the life of me, I can't remember what I did. I'm sure I did something.
You did oil change in my car.
Oh, yes.
And we went out to the
I serviced the cars and we had dinner. Wow. It seems so long ago.
It seems to me it felt like it was yesterday.
Yeah, it seems so long ago. But yes, I serviced the cars. I did oil changes.
You washed the cars. Although it wasn't too cold, but you know, it was the perfect temperature, I feel like.
Yeah, I had been using the cold weather as an excuse to postpone.
Yes,
I mean, I was supposed to service the cars 2 weeks ago.
Can you believe that?
Hey, don't
This
judge
is what
me.
happened.
Don't judge me. It's not like they were way overdue. I just have a certain time of the year that I get them done.
And we
Mid-year.
still have our lights, our Christmas lights up because my husband
I promise
refused
I
to
don't
take
jump
them
and get
down.
these things off.
He refused. All the neighbors have taken their Christmas lights down. Even my brother said last Tuesday, he was like, y'all still have your Christmas lights up? We're like, yes, because my husband don't feel like taking them down. I don't know if he's going to wait until February.
Yeah, probably the beginning of February. Actually, the reefs on the front door still comes on, so I gotta try and unplug it.
See?
Yeah.
It's going to be a month.
Well, technically, I think I've heard that you can keep your Christmas decorations up until Easter.
Perry, where did you hear that from?
From someone. I don't know if it's true or not.
Where did you get that from?
I heard it from someone online. So
Okay, so don't believe anything you hear on the internet.
Actually, maybe I should look into it. That could save me from having to do this while.
Okay, now I have an idea where you got it from.
Where?
I was watching my reels on Instagram, and I was watching one of my virtual friends, and this is where you got it from.
Then that's probably where I heard it from. So see, I'm not crazy.
Yes, you are crazy, and they are crazy too.
Okay, so there may be, but I heard it. I know I heard it from.
But I just think it's crazy because it's like almost a month, and you still have the Christmas lights up, and we still have.
Who's complaining?
And listen, we haven't had any visitors, and we still have our Christmas tree inside the house, and it's been coming on every night. The kids will go around and they'll be like, hey Alexa, turn the Christmas tree. And I'm like, no, I love Christmas, but it's over. Okay, I know it felt
we're
like
still celebrating Christmas in this
I feel
house.
like it was a little bit too short for us, and I feel like my husband was like, okay, let's just still enjoying the Christmas lights.
For me, it's not about enjoying it. It's just that
You just being lazy. You don't want to take it down. I get it.
that thing takes half a day to do it. Now I've heard some people that have like 3-4 trees. We only have one, but it's a process. And maybe next weekend I'll be up to it.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, we're not going anywhere this weekend. So you should take everything down. Get the girls and myself. Let's just dedicate half of the morning. I don't have an open house this weekend.
When I get them, they barely do anything.
They'll be a part of it. Let's just dedicate half of the morning, or let's just do the whole day and take them down.
Maybe that'll make it work.
The whole day.
You come outside too, right?
I will not be outside, but I'll be inside taking down the Christmas tree.
Anyway, so much for my blissful moment.
But I just want to say, blissful moment for me is Monday the 23rd is my daddy's birthday. I just want to wish him a happy birthday. My dad's birthday is Monday the 23rd. So,
Happy birthday. Oh, last Monday was my brother's birthday. Happy belated birthday, brother.
Yes,
I did wish.
Yes, you did.
Wish him a happy birthday.
Yes, you did.
And wish him all the good stuff for birthday, because we need good stuff in our lives.
Listen, it's so weird how my husband's birthdays and like every year their birthday falls a week apart of each other. It's like my husband's, my brother-in-law, and my dad.
We're good people.
It's just so interesting to. And you can't forget that. You got to remember, all right, my in-law, my brother-in-law birthday just passed. So therefore, my dad's birthday is next week.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
So yeah. And this will be like the first Monday that you work.
Yeah, actually, since Christmas, I have not been working Mondays because we observe Christmas on the 26th. We observe the New Year on the 2nd.
You observe your birthday.
My birthday. I had, and then Martin Luther King's day, which was my brother's birthday. I was off. Maybe I can find an excuse to be off this coming Monday.
Yeah, you should. It's my dad's birthday. It's your father-in-law's birthday.
I don't think I can use that as an excuse to not go to work. No, I'll be at work.
Why not? So let's get into this topic. What is the topic? What are we talking about today?
We're talking about dating and relationship. How are they different? Or the question is dating the same as being in a relationship?
I had to go way, way back in terms of like the podcast we had recorded 2 years ago, right? And I'm like, have we ever made a topic about this dating versus relationships?
I thought we did.
And I was like, no, we didn't. But then I did come across this article online that's like make it so clear. And I'm like, you know what? We haven't talked about dating versus relationship.
Hey, we dated, why not? We dated and we got in a relationship. So we didn't need an article. We know that stuff.
Well, this is based on an article.
Yeah.
But not everyone dated people though. Like, let's just make that clear. So how about we just
jump right into a relationship?
Well, yeah.
All right. So these people are lucky,
Well, let's just find out what's the difference between the two, baby.
And try to impress them.
So what's the difference?
The difference? Well, it's different stages. You do different things, But when you at the dating stage, you do certain things, and when you're in a relationship, you kind of do certain things, and to avoid confusion, it's important to know where you are.
Right.
Because you could potentially do things that is embarrassing if you kind of get into the next phase without really gauging to see, okay, are we there yet, right?
So here's what I want to say to this. I believe it was Saturday or Sunday. We were in the living room watching a movie.
Yeah.
No, it was Saturday after the open house. And we were so tired. And I got home. I was like, you know what? We had Chick-fil-A for lunch. I think it was for lunch. And I put on a movie on Netflix. It was I love my Legos, my African movies. And I put it on a movie, and I put on the movies, and you fell asleep.
Of course, I was.
You fell asleep. I kind of sort of fell asleep, but not deep asleep. Then I was watching this part of the movie where this girl, she was dating this guy. Right. And then she was like, so they end up going to a place. I don't know if it was a restaurant or whatever it was. And then she goes, what are we? She's like, we've been doing this thing for a while now. So what are we? Are we boyfriend and girlfriend? What are we? Are we dating? And he's like, no, we're not. Well, he flat out told her that we're not dating and we're not.
Well, they were dating, but they weren't in a relationship because they were out together.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, you could be out with someone, you're having a date, and then you drop them off, and then you pick up another date. And this is the beauty of dating.
And this is what happened though at the movie, where the girl got upset and she got up and she left, and then the guy just sat there eating his food, and then he looked over at 3 or 4 girls that were sitting across, and he waved at them, and then before you know it, he just went into their table and they started talking, and he didn't care much about the girl. He didn't care much. I'm like, really? Dude, seriously?
Here's the thing. See, one of the big differences between dating and being in a relationship. See, when you're dating someone, you have absolutely no obligation. Now, don't disrespect this person, but you're not in a committed relationship, which means you can date more than one person at a time. And that's legal, right? Now, once you get into a relationship, that's different. Like what the guy did in the movie, yes, if he wasn't in a relationship with that girl, easily he would have answered, yes, we're in a relationship with boyfriend, girlfriend.
Listen, I'm not going to wait for a long time. I need to know from the get-go, what are we doing?
But this is the difference. You know, if you're in it, you're committed. If you're in a relationship, you're committed. You know, this is, you both have agreed, you know, this is we only see each other,
right?
You know, there's no other people that you're trying out with. We've tried it, we agreed this is it, and we're gonna move forward. And you know, and if you were dating, that means I could do whatever I want to do.
Sure. And according to my cousins, my little cousins, okay, they have customers.
Oh no, those are kids. You know, your cousins, I don't know how old they were when they told you they had customers. Those were kids. They
don't do girlfriends, and they do customers. So whoever is available, let's talk. I'm just saying, but it is important though, because for me, as a young woman, if I am with someone, I like to know, are we dating or are we like
in it for a long time?
Are we in it? Like, cause I don't want to waste my time. You know, I don't think it's right for you to kind of like misleading me, thinking that if something's going on, where deep down inside, you know, you just like.
Well, you know, the dating process is important because it's kind of like the trial period. I'm gonna try. You know,
what is a trial? A 7-day trial?
You decide between the two are dating. Kind of decide how long that trial period needs to be. You know, kind of decide, you know, do we really click? Does it make sense for us to continue this? Or let me get to know you a little bit.
Right.
And it's important because there's no way that it makes sense for me to just go and commit to you without even knowing who you are. I've only seen you, you look good, and I say, yes, we in it together. That's no. It's good to kind of date a little bit. Who knows? There may be the next girl that I sit with, I may fall in love with her. Who knows? So it's good to test things out.
I don't know about that.
You never know what you could be missing.
I'm just saying, like, if I'm dating you, if we're going multiple dates, at some point I need you to let me know what are we doing. On the
20th,
right? Okay, what 20th? So a lot of us young women, we need to know we're not wasting time. I need to know. Well, imagine your girlfriend is like, "Hey, girl, what's going on between you and so?" And you're like, I'm not sure what we are yet, but we've been dating for the past 6 months. Like, what are you doing? You and so need to, you and John
kind of decide where
you and Jean need to sit down and be like, all right, Jean, what's going on? I don't want you to think that I'm just like tagging along. I'm just doing this because this is what you want. You have to let me know, what are we doing? So that way I'm
you know what to expect.
Exactly.
So to answer the question, so let's look at some key factors that you can look into to help you establish, okay, where are we? Are we in a relationship?
Are we a thing? Are we just, wasting each other's time?
There need to be, one of the things that you got to look into, there need to be a mutual feeling.
Absolutely.
Right? And keep those in mind that if if you know that you're dating and you both think that you're dating, then you know that there's no commitment. Either one of you could do whatever you want to do, see whomever you want to see whenever you want to. However, if between the two of you decide, you know what, we got along well with each other, let's move to the next phase. At that point, you're in a relationship. Now you got to remember, you are committed.
Right.
And both of you need to understand, you're committed to each other. There's no going out and go check out this girl or this guy. No. The moment that you say, you know what, we in a relationship, that means things have gotten to the phase where they're becoming a bit serious, where we're committed to each other.
We both agree.
No side chick.
No side chick.
No side man, whatever you call them. None of that. And that's where that mutual feeling has to be there in terms of understanding where we are. And we both understand what it means to be at whichever phase. If it's the dating phase, yes. If it's the relationship phase, you know what it means.
Yes, and this is exactly what we did when we were like, first we dated each other for a little bit.
Yeah.
What's with the yeah?
Disagreeing, yeah.
We did it for a little bit, and then then we, after how many years, we decided to make it like official.
Yeah.
What? It's like giving me this, and you give me this look. What's going on? What's going on in your mind?
That's my seduction look.
Okay, whatever. Yeah. So here's the number 2. The second thing I want to say is no looking around. Listen, while you're dating, you shouldn't be looking at anybody. Okay?
I have problems with that. And here's my problem. I can see people. And I think I've made it clear in this podcast.
But this is nothing that says...
Yeah, I'm not going to go around and keep looking for another person to be with. And I think you were clear. I think that's what you meant. But there are people you get in relationship with. They think that you should blindfold yourself once you said, yes, I'm in a relationship. And it shouldn't be that, yes. If either the girl or the guy, you shouldn't be looking around to see who else you can get with. Once you're in a relationship, no more looking around. But that doesn't mean I can't see people. That doesn't mean I can't say hi to people. Right? That doesn't mean I can't be nice to people. Right? So yeah, but in essence, no looking around, because at that point, you know that this is the girl for you, this is the guy for you.
Right.
This is not when you're going to be on Tinder trying to find somebody.
Here's what I want to say.
This sliding in someone's DM.
No, and this is not when you want to keep in touch with other single female friends or other male friends, with the hope that, hey, I'm just checking on you to see how things are. Because when you're dating someone, when it's official, you're dating someone. What I meant by no looking around is no, like if you used to hang out with a female friend, as far as you hanging around with that female friend, there has to be a limit. It has to be where, all right, I have a girlfriend now, I have a boyfriend now. I'm limited to certain things that I used to do, because I don't want to make you thinking that I'm still flirting or I'm still trying to get with you, and while I'm not, because female do think that way. Yeah. Especially when they're like, okay, I'm getting mixed signal. I know he's dating her, but he's texting me, he's calling me here. So what's really going on? Because once you're with someone, there shouldn't be like no checking on other female friends if you're male. If you're ladies, let me say ladies as opposed to female. If you're ladies, you shouldn't be checking on other friends. Like, hey, what's going on? What are you doing this weekend? Because when you are with someone, respect. You got to respect your relationship. You got to respect this person that I'm with. All right, I shouldn't be going behind this person's back and trying to communicate with someone who's single.
Yeah, I
agree.
To
me, it's just a mindset thing.
I absolutely agree. Yeah, shouldn't be checking with you. However, one thing you got to make sure you keep an eye as well is that how much do you enjoy each other's company? Because when you're at the stage where you've graduated to the phase of relationship, you'll find your time spent together is a lot more enjoyable, right? You'll get more comfortable with this person. You'll feel more like I want to be next to you or by you every moment that I can, where you become inseparable. You're at that stage. I remember
Yes.
that stage.
Remember that stage?
I
Oh my
remember
God.
that
I remember it vividly. I remember as if it was yesterday.
Yes.
You almost got a ticket though.
Yeah. I remember that stage, you know? I get home from work tired and I get in the car and I gotta see this woman. I gotta go hang out with this woman.
Yeah. And my dad be like, what you doing here? It's 10 o'clock.
So when you're at that stage, yes, you're ready. If you're not already reached that mutual feelings that, you know, we're good for each other, then you're there. And someone's got to say it. Hey, I think we're at that stage.
Yeah.
When you have those feelings, that mean things are moving in the right direction.
Yeah, like you gotta. When I remember when we were dating, my husband would be like, "All right, I want to hear your voice before I go to sleep." Like he'll call me at 11 o'clock at night. Like just left my parents' house.
Had me singing and stuff. You know, that's messed up.
Just left my parents' house at 10:30 at night, and then when he got home, close to 11, it was like, "I gotta hear your voice before I go to bed." I'm like, "Really? You just left?" At 11:30, could you sing for me? No, we were like really, really a thing back then.
I was a kid, you know. I was a kid.
Really? You say you didn't know anything?
I didn't know any better.
So you didn't know any better.
I didn't know
Okay.
any better, right?
Oh, I'm just saying, okay.
Yeah, so when you have those feelings, you're getting somewhere.
Yeah, and you're like, you know, you miss the person, you gotta be with them constantly.
And everything you do, you gotta plan together.
Yeah.
We're going to the beach. Oh, July 4th, we normally go to the beach with our congregation, and we have to plan that and make sure that we go together. She would cook, and I go pick her up. We have to drive together.
Yes.
And then while I'm at the beach, she's like, "You can't look at this person in that bikini. You cannot look at this."
Oh,
person
that
in
is so not
bikini."
true. That is so not true. I never say that. But I would look. I'll make sure you're not looking and staring because I'm one of those girls where, okay, we're together. Why are you looking? Are you looking for something? What you looking at?
See what I said earlier about looking?
Listen, when you with your man and your man is looking around, you're like, okay, what is it that you're looking for? Because if you have a girl that has everything, all the package, what is it that you need in other women that you're looking at? I'm just saying.
That doesn't mean if you look, you have a need. No. It just means your eyes.
Where you could be looking at the water, you could be looking at the sand, or you could be looking at the food, your mom, because typically we'll have your mom, my mom.
You gotta change your views from time to time.
But what are you looking?
How much can I look at the water?
What are you checking?
You're not checking anything.
Because I'm pretty sure
your eyes just looking.
I'm not a jealous person.
Oh yeah, she is. She is. But the making plan together is something you'll find that you start doing. And you know, typically when you're dating, if you take a vacation, maybe they'll see you one day at that vacation and the rest of your vacation is yours to do. But when you're in a relationship, you're on a vacation, it's kind of like their vacation as well.
Right.
Because they want to be part of every minute of that vacation. So, and that's where the big difference lies, because you find that your plan starts becoming us plan.
Right. And I kind of want to say this too, like when you're planning a vacation, when we plan something together, it's like, all right, if you're not there, something is missing. Even though you know you want to go on this vacation by yourself, you're like, man, I wish I could have him or her there with me, because the vacation becomes a lot more fun because you there and we spending more time together. We're building, this connection. We getting stronger and we want to be with each other. So
it feels great.
Yeah,
it feels great, and they start invading your social life as well. Because the moment that you start planning one day and everything you do, which means the holidays, I get to see your people. Well, if you at that stage yet, but at that point they'll know your friends, they'll know your family.
They'll go see
they'll
your
start,
coworkers.
Yeah, then your coworkers. They'll start scrolling to your Facebook friends to see who you're friend with
and who you shouldn't be friend with.
Yeah, so
I don't do that. That's his privacy. That's his personal stuff.
Yeah, but they'll get into your social life, meaning that they'll know your stuff.
Yeah,
and at that point, it becomes hard to hide any little secrets you may have.
Yeah, that is weird though. When you're dating someone and you go through their social media page to see who they're friend with and who they shouldn't be friend with.
Some people are doing that.
And then, I don't know. I think it's weird.
It's weird, but good thing I didn't have to go through that. I mean, she just kind of invaded my physical social life. And I kind of invaded hers as well. So the feeling is mutual.
The feeling is mutual. And you don't have a social life.
But then again, once you committed to this person, you kind of have to expect that to happen. They're going to know you more than a stranger would, right?
And it is a good process, though. It is good. And it's a great feeling. Trust me, it's a great feeling when you're dating someone and you're like, man, I am part of his routine. I talk to him in the morning while he's driving to work. It is a great feeling, right? It's a great feeling. I feel like it's a trust feeling, though.
Although
what?
I kind of lost my freedom, but there's always a trade-off.
There's always a trade-off in everything in life.
You get something good here, but you got to give up something.
Well,
good
yes,
here.
of course. That's part of life, right?
Yeah.
And it is what it is. You know, your single life was fun. You know, the club nights was fun where you hang out with your boys and your brother and all that. Mm-hmm. And your godfather. Is it godfather? Your best man. The best man and all that. Y'all used to go to clubs and party and all that.
It was nuts. I remember there was that one time we were going to a party. We were getting ready to go out at 1 a.m.
Like, who does that? Were we dating at that time?
I don't think we were, because you probably would have been on my case.
I would have been like,
yeah, I don't think I knew you then.
Yeah.
But yeah, those days
probably hasn't been to church then.
Yeah, those days were interesting. But you kind of missed out on that, because the things that you would do with your friends and so forth, which I don't think they were like kind of like the safest thing, because we're going to some unusual places. But you know,
but isn't this like the best time to go to clubs, like at 1 a.m. on Saturdays?
Well, yeah, it's just typically, ladies in by 10 o'clock. When you get there by 1 o'clock, there's plenty of ladies in there. Then you don't have to hang out with the guys.
I don't know. I never like it.
I wonder if they still do that.
I don't know. You want to go? You want to go this weekend?
Where are we going to leave the kids? Where are we going to leave the kids?
I know.
Grandma's got to go to church in the morning. She's not going to watch kids on Saturday night for you.
This is a life now.
But as this person start invading these spaces, the social spaces, then you start building that trust, which is important.
Right.
Because if you're going to say you're with someone, you're committed to this person, you got to be able to trust this person. And trust is very important. Although you may be dealing with someone who's jealous a little bit, there's a lot of things that you may want to be careful around, because they may think you're doing something. But once you establish that trust, it allows you to start looking at, okay, further down the road, where do we go from there?
Right.
Because the moment that you trust someone, you can start seeing your future life with them. Mm-hmm. If you're into having kids, then you'll start envisioning what life would look like in a few years. Mm. Maybe in a home together, maybe doing things that we can't talk about in this podcast together. So that trust piece is important. And again, it starts building that next phase in the relationship.
Right.
I mean, when you're dating, you can't trust this person for nothing. You step away from your food, you got to come back and check, make sure they didn't put anything in there. Right.
Listen, dating is fun. Okay, I wouldn't say dating is fun.
If I go on a blind date with someone, there's no way I'm going to the bathroom with my food at the table.
Well, you don't know
I'll
that
hold
person.
it and eat. And then after I know the food is all clean, all the water.
Oh my God!
When I come back, if I need another drink, I'll ask for one. Listen, I have trust issues.
You do have trust issues. You do have trust issues.
Probably why I never went on a blind date. But I wouldn't trust that person that I just met to sit with my food on my table. I have issues, and
you do have issues, and you do have trust issues sometimes. And I think, like I was saying earlier, dating is fun, and I think have a lot of fun before you jump into like the big thing, the big deal. Like,
it's good to explore, and dating allows you to explore.
Fun.
And exploration can be fun.
Listen, I don't want to say this. I don't want to say have fun and party and have fun and have a good time. But
you have fun and not party?
Have fun. At the same time, just know who you are and know what you are in it for, right? Because there's people, when they're having fun, they just go all out. Yes. So if you're a young girl and you're dating this guy, you're in your 20s and you're dating this guy, just know what you're looking for. You know, because you don't want to be dating someone for a long time and not knowing if we are a thing or so.
That's when you ask, are we a thing?
You're
Or are
like,
we not a
what
thing?
are we? What are we? Are we doing this? Because we had a good time dating each other. And we had a good time.
Yeah,
We got to know each other. We've been on a lot of dates. Of course, I was with my parents. And
Yeah.
you know.
Listen, they knew who I was. So I couldn't mess that up.
They would have cut you off.
But hey, listen.
They would have cut you off. But yeah, I was saying this. Hang on, baby. It is fun. Now, when you get into the relationship part, that's when it becomes more like serious. That's when it becomes more like, all right.
It's serious fun.
It's kind of like, all right, there's so many phases into like dating, relationship, engagement, and marriage and children. There's so many like phases into this thing. And you got to really know, what are you doing with this person? You know? Mm-hmm. And the thing is too, if this person is not it, you know, you can always have
Take her
fun.
to the curve and move on.
You can date this person if you notice that there's nothing there, like none of the things that we just went over is not there, then you know this is not the right person for you. At the same time, you want to date and have fun and have a good time. And if he's not the right person, you can always say, hey, listen, I'm having fun, but there's no mutual feeling. There's no feelings there for you. And it can be hurtful, but I think it's good to let the person know so you don't mislead them into like the wrong.
Be honest
The
to
wrong
yourself
path.
and to the person that you're with. So that's it.
Yeah.
We had our fun
We had our fun, okay?
dating. Now we're having our fun wherever we are now.
Listen, life is a cycle. There's a lot that we're going through. We kept like, right?
But hey, listen, wherever you are, whether you're dating or you're in a relationship, just remember you have just this one life to live. So live it the best you can. You know, if it means have fun with this person and test the waters, see where things lead, do that. If you're into a committed relationship and you see it going to the next level, do that. If you're with this person, you can't stand their guts, kick it to the curb and move on to the next one. So whatever you do it to benefit you, but don't ever take advantage of someone else.
Yeah. But now, before we end the podcast, whoever that you are dating right now, you know, you need to find out, what are we? Are we dating or are we a thing? Because they're not the same.
With that said, I'm going to say thank you to all of you guys for joining our podcast today on dating versus relationship. Is dating the same as relationship? And clearly, we've laid down the differences between the two. So know where you are. So thank you very much again for listening. We appreciate you guys. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share this video. And please leave us some comments. We appreciate it. If you've had some experiences that we didn't mention in this podcast, please leave it in the comments. We'd like to hear about it. And again, please share this podcast. I know there are some people that may be in a relationship or maybe thinking they're in a relationship but not quite know where they are. Maybe some of the things we share could help them figure out where they're going, or maybe give them the strength to ask this person, what do we have?
What are we?
What are we?
Are we a thing?
To be exact, are we a thing? And the answer may be yes, we're a thing, but what is that thing? But anyway, guys, we appreciate you listening. We appreciate you sticking around until the end. Again, please remember to subscribe, and we will see you next Saturday. Peace.
Bye.